Welcome to my channel. I'm really glad you're here. Have you ever wondered why our childhood feels so far behind us, yet somehow still controls everything we do today? You see, childhood isn't just a chapter of our lives, it's the foundation. Imagine a child as a blank notebook, and every experience is written on its pages with a permanent marker. Even if we try to erase it later, the imprint remains. And we carry those marks throughout life. As children, we believe that the world revolves around us. When our parents argue, we don't think they're fighting because of their own issues, we think it's because we did something wrong. Maybe I made a mistake. Maybe it's my fault. That's the silent belief a child carries, and it runs deep. A well-known psychiatrist once said that one of the most essential needs for a child is safety. Not just physical safety, but emotional safety too. That deep sense of, I'm okay here. I'm protected. I have food, water, warmth. I don't need to be on edge. Our nervous system, by default, is meant to be relaxed. But too often, it isn't. Another fundamental need. The freedom to be ourselves. Our authentic self. Not the version others expect. But just us, unfiltered, messy, beautiful. The problem is, many kids grow up being judged for simply being who they are. A child sings, and someone says, "Stop, your voice is annoying." That's not about correcting a behavior, it's attacking the self. And that's how shame is born. Shame is much deeper than guilt. Guilt says, I did something bad. Shame whispers, I am bad. When you criticize a child's body, their voice, their natural expression, you're not pointing out a mistake. You're telling them that who they are is wrong. And that wound doesn't heal easily. But a child doesn't understand what's happening inside them. They don't know what anger is, or sadness, or fear. That's why parents need to sit with their children and say, what you're feeling right now. That's called anger. This feeling. That's happiness. And when you're angry, what do you feel like doing? These small conversations form the emotional wiring of the brain. Each feeling gets its own circuit. And then there's trauma. Trauma isn't just about what happened. It's about what keeps happening in the body when the memory comes back. The heart races. The muscles tighten. The brain goes into survival mode, fight, flight, or freeze. You know you've truly begun to heal when the memory still comes, but your reaction doesn't. You feel the pain, the heartbreak, the tears rising up. But instead of exploding, you pause. You breathe. You feel everything without acting on it. That's emotional maturity. Children naturally think that everything that happens around them is because of them. So if the parents are constantly fighting, the child thinks, if only I were better, if only I didn't exist, maybe they'd be happy. And because they believe they're the cause, they also try to become the cure. They try to behave better. Smile more. Stay quiet. Anything to stop the chaos. But when it doesn't work, because the fighting was never really about them, they experience their first failure. They believe they've failed to fix their parents. And it cuts deep. That's why so many of us grow up feeling broken. Later in life, this shows up in strange ways. Maybe someone crosses a boundary. Maybe they gossip about you or betray your trust. An unhealthy response is to do the same to them. A healthy response is to walk away. To quietly end the connection without drama. That's what setting boundaries looks like. But often, we explode. Not because of that one person, but because of everything we've been holding in. Years of unspoken pain. Unexpressed emotions. And that one little comment. It becomes the final drop that makes the whole cup overflow. That's why it seems like our anger comes out of nowhere. Here's something beautiful I once heard. Your emotional wounds are like open cuts. If you don't heal them, you'll end up bleeding on people who didn't hurt you. That's what unhealed pain does, it leaks. Into relationships, into conversations, into your view of yourself. And if you're not careful, you either become the victim who repeats the same pattern, or you become the one who hurts others. Either way, the cycle continues until you stop it. You might think healing means becoming someone new. A better, perfect version of yourself. But that's the wrong idea. Healing isn't about becoming someone else, it's about returning to who you really are. The real you, underneath all the layers of pain, shame, and expectations. All those emotional wounds. They aren't you. They just covered you. So healing isn't running toward something outside. It's gently peeling back the layers to find the original, authentic you. The one who was always there. The one who deserved love and safety and understanding from the start. And maybe, for a while, you didn't get what you needed. Maybe no one saw you the way you needed to be seen. And that hurts. But when you accept that, when you grieve it, something powerful happens. You stop showing up in life from a place of neediness. You stop begging others to be your parent, your protector, your savior. You start standing tall, eye to eye, saying, I don't need you to love me to feel worthy. Because healing isn't about erasing the past. It's about accepting it so deeply that it no longer controls you. If there's something you needed and didn't get, cry for it. Mourn it. Grieve until you're empty. And then, you'll find peace. Because you'll finally be standing as your real self. And that is the most powerful version of you. Thank you for listening. If this touched your heart, please subscribe to the channel for more soulful journeys like this one.